The government and its spin doctors, led by the NDC party officials who did that press conference, are trying to convince the people of Ghana that the loss is 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. And colleagues, we don't blame you. We've seen many of you reporting that the loss is 15.6 billion cedis. We regret to tell the people of Ghana that this is not true. The true operating loss of the Bank of Ghana for the year 2025 is 34.9 billion Ghana cedis. And in fact, if you add back the sale of the gold, or the proceeds from the sale of the gold, the 9.6 that I've just shown you, the true comprehensive loss position of the Central Bank of Ghana is 44 billion Ghana cedis. I'll show you with the numbers. As I've mentioned, that gold sale was to reduce it from 44 to 35, and also to remove the policy insolvency that they found themselves. The government and its spin doctors, led by the NDC party officials who did that press conference, are trying to convince the people of Ghana that the loss is 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. And colleagues, we don't blame you. We've seen many of you reporting that the loss is 15.6 billion cedis. We regret to tell the people of Ghana that this is not true. The true operating loss of the Bank of Ghana for the year 2025 is 34.9 billion Ghana cedis. And in fact, if you add back the sale of the gold, or the proceeds from the sale of the gold, the 9.6 that I've just shown you, the true comprehensive loss position of the Central Bank of Ghana is 44 billion Ghana cedis. I'll show you with the numbers. As I've mentioned, that gold sale was to reduce it from 44 to 35, and also to remove the policy insolvency that they found themselves. The government and its spin doctors, led by the NDC party officials who did that press conference, are trying to convince the people of Ghana that the loss is 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. And colleagues, we don't blame you. We've seen many of you reporting that the loss is 15.6 billion cedis. We regret to tell the people of Ghana that this is not true. The true operating loss of the Bank of Ghana for the year 2025 is 34.9 billion Ghana cedis. And in fact, if you add back the sale of the gold, or the proceeds from the sale of the gold, the 9.6 that I've just shown you, the true comprehensive loss position of the Central Bank of Ghana is 44 billion Ghana cedis. I'll show you with the numbers. As I've mentioned, that gold sale was to reduce it from 44 to 35, and also to remove the policy insolvency that they found themselves. The government and its spin doctors, led by the NDC party officials who did that press conference, are trying to convince the people of Ghana that the loss is 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. And colleagues, we don't blame you. We've seen many of you reporting that the loss is 15.6 billion cedis. We regret to tell the people of Ghana that this is not true. The true operating loss of the Bank of Ghana for the year 2025 is 34.9 billion Ghana cedis. And in fact, if you add back the sale of the gold, or the proceeds from the sale of the gold, the 9.6 that I've just shown you, the true comprehensive loss position of the Central Bank of Ghana is 44 billion Ghana cedis. I'll show you with the numbers. As I've mentioned, that gold sale was to reduce it from 44 to 35, and also to remove the policy insolvency that they found themselves. The government and its spin doctors, led by the NDC party officials who did that press conference, are trying to convince the people of Ghana that the loss is 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. And colleagues, we don't blame you. We've seen many of you reporting that the loss is 15.6 billion cedis. We regret to tell the people of Ghana that this is not true. The true operating loss of the Bank of Ghana for the year 2025 is 34.9 billion Ghana cedis. And in fact, if you add back the sale of the gold, or the proceeds from the sale of the gold, the 9.6 that I've just shown you, the true comprehensive loss position of the Central Bank of Ghana is 44 billion Ghana cedis. I'll show you with the numbers. As I've mentioned, that gold sale was to reduce it from 44 to 35, and also to remove the policy insolvency that they found themselves. The government and its spin doctors, led by the NDC party officials who did that press conference, are trying to convince the people of Ghana that the loss is 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. And colleagues, we don't blame you. We've seen many of you reporting that the loss is 15. I want to begin with a note of caution. And we give this caution respectfully, in good faith, and in accordance with law. Section 58 of the Bank of Ghana Act, Act 612 of 2002, prescribes the sequence for how the central bank's audited accounts should come into the public domain. First, the Bank of Ghana, within the first 3 months after the end of the year, has to transmit the audited accounts to the Ministry of Finance and publish same in the Gazette. And then second, that's subsection 2, the minister responsible for finance is supposed to transmit the accounts to Parliament with comments. The Act does not say that the Bank of Ghana should hand over the accounts to a political party to announce prior to the minister presenting it to Parliament. What happened on that Thursday when the NDC party, including non-MPs, came to Parliament, to the precincts of Parliament, to hold a press conference to announce the audited accounts of the Bank of Ghana, was an illegality. Not only was it an illegality, it was an amount, or it was an act of blatant politicization of the Bank of Ghana and its work. The governor, the board, and the government should take note that this politicization of the central bank will create issues for the operational independence and credibility of the bank going forward. And this must stop. Mr. Governor, if you allow the NDC party to dictate to you how to comply with the laws, you will set precedents that will collapse the operational independence of the central bank. The bank is not a political party. The board of the bank is not the majority caucus. The audited statements of the central bank cannot be reduced to a political party's press release. Politicization of the work of the bank is corrosive, and it should not happen again. Now, having dealt with that, we want to take...
You take job, you keep it. You are looking for new ones. And guess what? It is not only here you are not working. Majority of your portfolio, you are simply not working as expected. And somebody's got to tell you the truth. It's not right.
Please, with all due respect, contract is a 24-month contract. We have just started works.
No, you shouldn't have started now. You should have started last year.
Yes, please.
So what do you mean by it's the 24-month? You see, almost all your projects, you have failed to deliver on time. So when you say that it's 24 months, so we should wait when the 24 months is due, then you can determine whether you are not. Because even on feeder road project, you are not delivering on time. Little project, feeder road, you are still in abeyance.
I want to apologize to you for how you are feeling. However,
no, how I'm feeling.
I want to assure you that this corridor will be delivered on time. Take my word.
Listen, I even hear this from the owner of your company on smaller projects, and that was still not done. 10 kilometers of feeder road, you still are not able. Oh, I'll finish by December. December is 5 months away. You still didn't finish on those projects. Somebody's going to tell you what you are doing is not right. You draw down perhaps one of the largest. Your company is one of the largest drawdown on government purse on roads. When was the last time you finished any project? Tell me the last time you finished any project that you have been given since in the last 5 years. No.
Let me speak to this.
Minister, let me hear you.
Today's week.
Yes.
Okay.
Come.
Okay.
Come and let's talk.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Okay.
But what I'm saying that you don't have any right to increase already.
For now. So we should...
Not for now. You have been making that mistake and increasing.
Okay. So now we are learning.
It's true, you are learning.
Yes.
I'm here to educate you.
You are right.
So you don't have any right whatsoever without talking to rent control.
Very well.
You must take your rent card.
Okay.
That every student here must be given a rent card
Okay.
for 3,600 and 4,900. Wait, 3,600 plus in four in one room, then 2 in 1 room is 4,900. I'm coming at Prestige Hostel. It's big money, but I would want to understand how you got there.
Okay.
Now, I want to let you know you don't have any right whatsoever to even sit and increase your rent. It may be even be higher than what you are even charging, based on what. But the point is, if you want to make an increment, the percentage that you added, how did you arrive at that?
Okay. Okay.
I'm told that here, students pay their own electricity.
Yes, please.
So now, taking the electricity, you are taking a whooping 3,600, 4 in 1 room. And you are taking a whooping of 4,900, right? 2 in a room. Which means almost about 10,000 or 9,000 and 9,800 or so for 2 in a room for a semester. So for 1 year, you are taking 20,000 cedis almost for that. No electricity added. So you don't have any right to do that. But because you are saying that you are now about to implement a new increment, and I've told you, tell management to suspend.
Okay.
Okay. So that if I come next time and I'm aware that you have made the increments, the consequences will be dire.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Today's week.
Yes.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
and let's talk.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Okay.
But what I'm saying that you don't have any right to increase already.
For now. So we
Not
should-
for now. You have been making that mistake and increasing.
Okay. So now we are learning.
It's true, you are learning.
Yes.
I'm here to educate you.
You are right.
So you don't have any right whatsoever without talking to rent control.
Very well.
You must take your rent card.
Okay.
That every student here must be given a rent card
Okay.
for 3,600 and 4,900. Wait, 3,600 plus in 4 in 1 room, then 2 in 1 room is 4,900. I'm coming at Prestige Hostel. It's big money, but I would want to understand how you got there.
Okay.
Now, I want to let you know you don't have any right whatsoever to even sit and increase your rent. It may be even be higher than what you are even charging, based on what. But the point is, if you want to make an increment, the percentage that you added, how did you arrive at that?
Okay.
Government is broke, government is broke. The people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are 2 types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
All right. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. My name is Audu Moro, and it's always a pleasure to come your way to a beautiful Thursday morning. This is the day that indeed the Lord has made, and indeed we're glad that we're back here. And the fact that God has given us the rare privilege of returning here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in our dear country, Ghana. We're also grateful to you, our audience, for tuning in every day from Monday to Friday to listen to the big show called Good Morning Ghana. Continue to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend that this is where the real, authentic, thought-provoking, and productive and progressive conversation happens. And that's why you tune in every day. We're grateful. Thank you so very much. We're not perfect. We'll get it wrong sometimes, but yeah, feel free to feed us back, and if we would fix it and we'll correct our ways. Let me go straight ahead and look at what the papers are reporting this morning. A Daily Graphic is what I'll start with. It says, The Mirror, Labadi Beach, hotel promise unforgettable Mother's Day celebration. There's medical neglect, serving to face disciplinary action over Charles Amis's death. Gomwa Central will be West Africa's trade hub within 10 years. Kwame Asare being MP, Gomwa Central, we popularly call him A+. Ghana, 2 others pilot after digital trade. Vice President says new corridor to eliminate delays, high cost of intra-African transactions. Daily Guide says Afoko meets Bamia Ekufuado Kufo others, and there's a military officers whip teachers in Takwa and Swayem. Ex-Buffer Stock CEO denied access to lawyers. Temameda police chase killer soldier with 100,000 cedis. The Kumasi celebrates birthday boy, according to birthday boy Otumfo. The Inside, the Strait of Hormuz, the debacle, and there's a very interesting story there. An article which was published sometime in 1990. It says closing the Strait of Hormuz means World War II. Interesting. Kufuor, he says Africa must invest in chocolate, manufacturing and innovation, not raw export. Kempon Travel and Tours reaffirms readiness for 2026 FIFA World Cup as William Buyafe is named Managing Director. There's education boost. Oforisapon commissions Oforisapon House as Presec for 60th birthday celebration. Eastern Nzema Chief condemns jubilation of over revocation of Adamos mining license. The real autonomy of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. 2026 BECE Education Ministry reiterates warning against elimination malpractice. The New Republic says inflation rises to 3.4% after 15 months decline. VEEB diagnoses Africa's payment trap, reveals why intracontinental trade still runs via London and New York. KJTF phase 2 stalls as inherited debt trigger contractor walkout. If you hate me, I will hate you. Nigeria Senator threatens MTN, DSTV over xenophobic attacks. Daily Posts. GMTF gives over 36 million to 3 health colleges to train 100 specialist pharmacists, 100 specialist nurses, and a new cadre of specialist doctors across the country. Health Minister orders sanctions of health workers named in EMISA death probe. We do not determine disputes relating to ownership of a vehicle. DVLA clarifies, advises public to exercise due diligence before purchasing any vehicle. My Jaw Online says Ghana petitions AU over xenophobic attacks on African nationals in South Africa. Do not spend public trust for headlines. Do not spend public trust for headlines. Felix Ofosu qualifies warning to media. And there's a disinformation is a national security threat. Felix Kwachi Ofosu concerned. Land ownership structures in Ghana are more confusing and chaotic, according to what's the name, Ofosu Dorte. The City Newsroom says Ghana petitions AU over xenophobic attacks in South Africa. And then you also have ex-NAFCO boss case. We need good men in our justice system, according to Dame. Ghana needs 22 billion US dollars to address climate challenges, according to Seidu Isifu. Of course, he's the sector minister. And there's this report who wants to bring him back, and we want action. Charles Amis's family. We've stabilized the economy. Now it's time for growth, and it's time for growth. According to Adongo, we're not gloating over BOG losses. We want stability, according to Gideon Boako. Let me now go to Ghana Wire. It says police speak on viral video of bloody broad daylight cutlass fight in Akemoda. And there's from lawyer to medical doctor. Here are the children of business mogul, Dr. Ofori Sapong. And as Ahmed Ibrahim says, the record straight on KJT Takrady Market project setbacks. This economic recovery in Ghana is unprecedented. And there's Cristiano Ronaldo fiancé faces backlash over Met Gala appearance. And then there's also the Metro TV Online, your Metro TV Online, my Metro TV Online.com that says that police restore calm after violent cutlass clash at Achimoda. Black Starlets touchdown in Morocco for under-17 AFCON mission. And there's VCTF strengthens investment talent pipeline with new VCAK VCAP cohort alumni network launch. And there's a co-entry to headline 2026 EU Ghana Golden Jubilee event. And then there's BOG losses, 15.6 billion cedis in curbing inflation is successful according to Rachel Ham. But there's Mama secure strategic energy partnership with UAE at the Emirates Summit. All right, so that's it for the newspaper and the news portal review. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. I will let you in on who my guests are for the show today. Please don't go anywhere.
Tanimo onunchoni ha o dama chiechele wekun wanyanu tumo osole mojiake ubawo nani aya baba shushu amen.
The ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
Mommy, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery, which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana colorectal center, aimed to serve a peculiar health need.
Hey buddy, it's me, Azar.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you don't look fresh. Oh.
Hey.
With your label today.
Wait till you see what's inside me.
Azar, freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces and places. Azar, no size. Go ahead. Buy now. Azar, #1 from Azar Group since 1921.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel Kids Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum but protected.
I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel Kids, happy smile.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo kendini ehu behia se metwa sapapa dia to ama me manfo Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients eno ene bo me se ho ban e ma ne swen ne sanso mama hotoso e wo bedwam.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for the ultimate oil city getaway? Welcome to the Groove Ethipon Beach Resort, where luxury meets adventure. Host your meetings and events in our fully equipped conference facility. Relax our sparkling pool, unwind in cozy rooms, satisfy your cravings at our scenic restaurant, and enjoy fun-packed recreational activities and a walk through our charming menus. Whether it's business, pleasure, or pure escape, the Groove is your perfect destination.
Guess what? Senegal is rapping at Cook Africa on 23rd May at Metro TV at 9 sharp. Hello, my name is Abby. I'm a Senegalese living in Ghana. I'm inviting all Senegalese, all Africans to come and enjoy Senegal food, to come and taste our most popular jollof rice called steaboujen. So I'm inviting tous les francophones. Donc, où sont les Sénégalais? J'invite tous les francophones, tous les Sénégalais. Ana Sénégalais, maa ngi leen invité yéen ñëpp ngeen ñëw supporter seen jeeg le 23 mai à Metro TV. Bu ko kenn tardé.
All right. Thank you very much for staying with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. My name is Awudu Moro. My guests are here. They are seated, and these are men of integrity. These are people who have been there, done that, they've seen it all, and so they know exactly what they're talking about. And let me just quickly do the introduction. Remember, today we're ending the show at 9:30 because we have the school homecoming, which is one of our new babies that we've just birthed. and we're trying to give the platform to, old students. I'm not talking about those who are graduated senior high, and of course, whether old or new system, old students of these schools to come and showcase what they've been doing for their schools, and then also to possibly relive the past and to reminisce, basically. And so 9:30, Kwesi Kweti will be here, will be taking over, and he'll be telling us who and who will be joining him to talk about back in the day, back in the day. And we've said that the school that does it best would be duly and handsomely rewarded, and we mean it. We made that promise, and we will keep it, we will fulfill it, we will deliver. So joining us in the studio this morning, the two of them have been here in a while though. Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu. He is also a lawyer and an aspiring, we've always known that he's an aspired to become the next General Secretary and of the MPP, but he also communicates for his party. He's here with us. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining the show. We're grateful that you made time to join us.
Thank you. I'm also grateful to have been invited.
Right.
This is a great one.
Yes. It's a long time.
Is it that long?
Well, the last time you came here it must have been about 2 months ago, or 2 or 3 months ago.
Yes. I was waiting for Bright
to extend an invitation to you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was excited yesterday night.
Right.
When my director for communications asked that I should represent the party.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you. We're picking up some information, but would ask you. We'll find out from you shortly. But let me say that the other gentleman who's here, he's my big brother. He's my big brother. This one is not friendship matter. He's my big brother, except that he take care of me, Charlie. But he says he will. He says he will. And when he says he will, I know he means it. So Kojo Chubwafo is what he's also a sports enthusiast. That's what some of you don't know. He's very passionate about sports. He's also a Liverpool fan, and his team, well, they've suffered some ups and downs. I think that their coach should be sacked, but I don't know what he thinks. So he's the Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Intelligence Center, but also a leading voice and a leading member of the NDC. He's also with us here. Mr. Kojo, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you, my brother. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm doing very well, and it's always a pleasure for you to make time, because I know you're a very, very busy man. I mean, the nature of the work that you do requires that you're working almost 24/7 because you protect a very important aspect of our governance life, and so. When you make time to join us, we're happy that
to say a big good morning to my uncle.
Yes.
The big man himself, Doctor.
He kept referring to you as his nephew.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a long time.
Wow.
And I wish him well with the general secretaryship. Your party needs people like you, and I say this with all the respect I can muster. Because. He started communicating for his party very long ago. And those times we used to meet at especially the P radio stations. And at the time I didn't even know that he was as educated as he is. But I found out later. And he communicates in P. Diametrically and symmetrically as he communicates in English. He can translate everything he's saying into P. So he's an excellent.
The last time I checked, Kojo, he has, in fact, at the last count, he has about 8 masters.
Yeah, he doesn't stop educating. And I honestly, I really pray that he wins, because politics should be better. The current lot who are running his party, they are not helping him.
No, but Kojo, so sorry. Before we proceed and continue to talk about this General Secretary thing, and in order not to confuse our viewers, because there's all kinds of information which we're picking up, and I think that now that he's here, let me just ask him. We're told that, Doc, we're told there's a change in plan as far as your political ambition is concerned. Is it true, and what's happening?
Very true. Anyway, Kojo, thank you very much for the kind words. And
I've known him, just as he said. We've been together working for his party and my own. And I think between us, there's that kind of, I won't say rapport, but mutual respect. That transcends partisan politics into nationalism, patriotic way of looking at things at the broader space. I would defend my party at all costs. He would do so. But then when it comes to, we converge at the national interest, we agree and sometimes disagree. And I think that's the beauty of politics, and we should all be aspiring to that. Back to your question, yes, there has been a departure, and I've been called upon to come back home to help. Ashanti region, the stronghold of New Patriotic Party, are yelling for new leadership. There's the need for us to consolidate on our stronghold and to make sure that the kind of attack that Kojoyan is, why are you laughing? He's part of the scheme because...
Do you know why he smiled?
Why?
He's only telling you that we're brace up for more. That's why he smiled.
Uncle, you see, the vocation that we are in, politics, if you leave yourself open for attack, you will be attacked.
That's true.
And that also, without mincing my words, involves a lot of, it has to do with personnel. Nobody should make any mistake that smart people shouldn't be in politics. It's a complete misnomer. You see, at the time I joined NDC, and that is officially joined NDC 32 years ago.
32 years ago?
32. It's been 32 years. I spent more than half my life in active politics and almost all my adult life. Somebody figured out that I could do this, or a group of us could do this, and they actively sought you to come and do it. You know, the likes of Anka too, the late great Professor Mills, President Rawlings himself, they were monitoring, and I'm sure the same, you know, for their side. So I grew up knowing that the chairman of the Ashanti region MPP, lawyer F.F. Anto, those kinds of people.
Yeah, back in the day.
And these are people who knew their craft. But what has happened today, I don't even want to go on. So, if that is what he wants to do,
for me is enough.
So you see, at this point, let me thank you for the unsolicited help. I mean,
no, I'm serious.
He
you see,
he means well. But you see, the point is, I have the floor.
Yes.
And he came in to help me.
Yes. During that, let me just finish. Let me also say this. You see, he has talked about our differences, ideological differences.
Yes.
But during the time when I was under onslaught, he was one of the few people from their side who reached out to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to find out, you know, why is all this going on. So, you know, if I could vote for him, I would have voted for him. Well, you never know, maybe I'll come and vote. Given the kind of electoral commission that we have to do, I may end up voting for you. Everything is possible.
Yeah, so on a more serious note, yes, there's the need to go back home.
Okay.
Yeah, to Amajinan and help. I take it as a clarion call. I take it as a divine call. New Patriotic Party having given me all these platform up to this point, there's a need for me to give back to the party when we are sort of in crisis, politically, the leadership front. So I have no qualms at all. Leaving the General Secretary front to go back home to vie for the chairmanship, Ashanti Regional Chairmanship, which of course I'm going to win, and I'll be the next Ashanti Regional Chairman for the party. So that's the point.
But first of all, before you talk about what you intend to do going forward, whose idea was it? did you just wake up one morning and decided that, look, this general secretary thing, you don't think it's a good idea, so let me rather go back home? Or you were invited into a meeting and you were told that, look, this is what we think, and so go and think about it. I mean, I want to understand what went into the decision.
Yes, okay. I'm in the witness box, and I know. So you do the interrogation, all right. You know, this thing started far back 2024, even it turned into 2023, when some group of people came to me and said, this is the time for me to take up the original position, the original chairman. Before the elections, 2024 elections. Thereafter, immediately after the elections, a group of about 4 or 5 people, very, very strong members of the party, I mean elites, they came over and they said, this is the time for me to take over. I'm not take it over. Among them, few also suggested the flag bearership police, which I shut it down immediately. And then there was the talk about general secretary, national chairman. I said, I'm weighing all that, the options. Eventually, those who were pushing for general secretary won the day. And it was out there trying to see how it works, up to a point about 3 weeks ago when the group said, no, we are picking some signals from the region, and it's not quite good. The intel coming is that the region is under siege. It's under onslaught, and we need to stop that, and we need to bring back the glory. We need to go back to the days of Dr. Harry Poku.
Here you're talking political onslaught.
Yeah, political onslaught.
Electorally.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, we need to go back to the days of Dr. Harry Poku. I mean, you talk about Dr. Donko Fojo. You talk about...
he just mentioned FF.
Yes, FF Antu, Yao Mankwa, my own uncle, and then eventually to Chairman Bernard Pigwesiaku. We need to go back to the olden days. And if you are to do that, we need some kind of criteria that we need to do. And they think I do fit.
But sorry, but the Chairman to me one is that one is a little problematic, because when you say go back to the Chairman to me, because he's still the Ashanti Regional Chairman.
I'm not saying go back to the Chairman. I'm going to say going back to the glorious days. That's why I began with Dr. Harry Poku.
Yeah, but I get it. But in mentioning the glorious days, you add Chairman to me, but Chairman to me is still there, and yet there's an onslaught is happening. The region is under siege, so that cannot be glorious days. Can it?
No,
do you get the point I'm making?
No, the glorious days are yesterdays.
Okay.
I'm not talking about
today. Okay.
I'm not talking about today. And you see, there is the need to have a more experienced hand. Okay. I've been a polling station chairman. I've been an electoral area coordinator. I've been an assembly member, KMA, Finance and Administration Committee chairman. I've been Bantama chairman, constituency chairman for 2 terms. I've been Ashanti Regional Reconciliation Committee secretary. I've been Ashanti Regional Elections Committee Secretary. I've been Ashanti Regional Finance Committee Chairman before, and I've communicated for the party for the past 25 years, and Kodo just attested to that. And then also, I've been an MP for Bantama before transcending into governance levels, where I became the CEO for Environmental Protection Authority. So if you are talking about experience, if you are talking about knowing the region, Ashanti region there, and indeed, you don't talk about Ashanti politics and leave Kokofu in there. You remember the days of Florida, Bantama, Florida. So they were looking, they were looking for the right caliber of candidates to fill in that void. And don't forget that Chairman to me is moving upstairs. You want to vie for the national chairmanship. So as we speak today, the seat is vacant in Coach. I responded to the call, and I said, yes, why not? Going back home to help is one of my passions.
It wasn't a difficult decision?
No, not at all. After I am who I am because of New Patriotic Party. And I started from Bantama, Ashanti. And they have nurtured me. They have put me at this point. So if there is a need for me to go back to help, why not? I have to give back to the party, or the party has given to me, even though by that decision I've disappointed so many people. So many people feel disappointed because they knew I was going to win the general secretary, and they are the apex there. I'll be able to influence decision making and make amends to most of the mishappenings.
Okay.
But yes, I do apologize to them, and I've been explaining, I've been telling them that it is equally an important task to have your stronghold well positioned, I mean, rebuilt from there. And if you are going to rebuild the new patriotic party, it should necessarily revolve around Ashanti region. The more stronger Ashanti is, the better the party is nationwide. So those of you out there who feel so bad that I couldn't be your General Secretary, don't worry. I'll be your regional chairman in the Ashanti region, and my influence will transcend across everywhere in the country. So New Patriotic Party, rallying behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, starting from Ashanti region, will definitely put up a good fight come 2028. And we are poised to win. And Kwadwo will vote for me. Yes, Kwadwo, thank you for your vote, but canvas for more for me.
I know you opened the you announced the you announced that persons who are interested in joining your party should come and pick up forms and things, but I don't recall he telling you that he's picked up the form to become an NPP member. Yes, so I don't know how he can vote for you.
He's a mystic man.
Okay,
all
right.
Don't take him for that.
all I need to do is to contact. Is to contact my friends at the EC.
Yeah,
I will be able to vote.
and then you see,
you know the EC chairs. The EC chair is my classmate.
Jim Mensah?
Yes, and actually my neighbor.
Motown?
Growing up, no. Primary school, Richard.
Wow. And you see, could you just get
I was just about to talk about it.
In commemoration. But before I leave there, I leave it to you. Yesterday was Otumfuo's birthday.
Yes.
That's something.
The birthday boy.
Yes, the birthday boy. And I would love to join the entire committee of good people across the globe.
Yes.
Ghana here and in Santeman, congratulating him and then wishing him the best of luck going forward. The arrangement is so simple. Sunday, you'll be going to the church service to give thanksgiving to God, St. Cyprian's Anglican Cathedral, where I also congregate and worship. You know, I'm an Anglican boy. Yes, I went to St. Cyprian's Anglican Boys School. Yes, so I'm an Anglican boy. So as a two. So on here utrinkwa, on here onyame kosu ushraw. Na wadom na ode adom nyansa akukuduro ode sum oman asanteman ni wiase nyina no. Yenum suso a yedidi wa na ase onananom ebi nsuya so. Adom bikeke. I join hands with all those people who wish it.
All right. I've known you at least for the better part of 20 years. One of the things that people can take away from you is the fact that you're a very open-handed person. You're kind, you're benevolent. You try to help people as much as you can. People come to with all kinds of problems. As and when you can help them, you don't shy away from doing it. Of course, you're also honest. If you can't, you can't. This morning, you've blessed us with some goodies, which is very typical of you. And I'm just looking at it. I am seeing a very white, very nice May 9th, and I see somebody holding a football, you know, in the hands. Let me actually open it because I want to know. I want to know why these T-shirts have been printed, even though I have an idea. But since you're here, I think that it would be a good idea for you to talk to us about. Hey, I do say. Yes. Hey.
Let me just
good.
Put this out. Let me see if your cameras can pick it up.
What's happening?
Well,
nice one. Top quality
T-shirt. Saturday, May 9th, is the 25th anniversary of the disaster that befell us at the Accra Sports Stadium during the House Kotoko match.
Yeah.
And let me say a big thank you to my big brother, Mr. Herbert Mensah, who reached out to me with these T-shirts.
Oh, nice.
You know, that day affected me profoundly, and it still does today. It was a different day because what I saw that day changed my life. As a person, as a human being, the way I interact with people, because as it will happen, Herbert and I were the first officials from both teams who actually got there when it was going on. And it was like a dream, you know. People were asphyxiated, people were bloodied, people had all kinds of injuries, and we were helping put them in any vehicle we could find, pickups, cars, you know, it was just helter-skelter. But incidentally, what I didn't know what we were doing is that most of the people were actually picking up were dead. Yeah. It changed my life profoundly. For many years, I couldn't watch a football match. For many, many years. And up to still today, whenever I go to the Accra Sports Stadium, I still have those memories. So let's remember those people who passed away, and many of them were my friends from the Nima chapter of Hearts of Oak, where I belonged. One of them, Mohammed Fulani, was a very close friend of mine that I used to interact with every day. You know, incidentally, even the day before the match, we went to the stadium in the evening, and we said the Kotoko people were coming to plant some things there, so we went there to go chase them away, you know. But that day taught me how fragile life is. And for me, as a human being, it changed my life. At the time Mohammed died, he had just gotten married, his wife was pregnant. We went to bury him, and his poor mother was just beside herself. Young man just gotten married, and you know, if his son is still around, or his daughter, I'm sure that child will be about 25 years old now, maybe going on 25. And if it is possible that they can reach out to me, I want to find out how the family is doing. There are others, you know, some of the people around that time who were part of our Hearts of Oak contingent is the current, what do they call it? Nasara coordinator.
Yeah. Is it
Aziz
Futa?
Yeah, he's a very close friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
But since he became a big man these days, I don't see him. So Aziz, if you are watching, let's remember what happened, and please stay in touch. I know you are in big language. You have married a few more wives, but yeah, just call me and let's sit down. And once again, like I said, my profound thanks to Mr. Herbert Mensah for remembering this day. And let's hope that we continue to use this to guide us, not just football, but the politics that we do. Don't let any big man call you to go and die for anything, because if you go and die for anything, you become a memory. And trust me, you will become a memory. How long will they mourn you for?
Yeah.
You know, and like a certain wise old man told me, and this is just to lighten the mood.
Thank you.
Indeed, nobody should engage in, you know, and I'm saying this because another young man from Kotoko, who I also happen to know very well, was murdered senselessly because of a football. I mean, why would you kill anybody for a football match? Do the results matter that much? At the end of the day, whether you won, lost, or draw, that 90 minutes plus extra time will pass. After that passes, what else? Does anybody have to die for a football match? you know, or for anything for that matter, you know. So I have had the good fortune of my parents living. My dad is 92 now, he's still there.
Hey.
My mom is still alive, 84. And there's nothing that is better than having elderly parents. Granted that at a certain age, you need to take up the responsibility to look for that. But there's no vocation in life that is better than seeing your the people who put up so much for you, seeing you get where you've gotten to in life, and they appreciating you for what you have become. So please, don't go out there and leave your kids or your family or your wife in limbo because you follow the course. You know, the late Colonel John Ewa used to tell me when he was alive that don't die for anything, live for it.
Yeah.
So if you love Has or Kotoko that much, live for it. If you love NDC or MPP that much, live for it. I mean, hopefully in about 2040, maybe MPP will come back to power, who knows? And, Honorable Dr. Esquire Okufu will be about 90 years old and you know, a grandee of the party. But let me also wish Otiko Koso Tumfo a very, very happy birthday. I mean, he's brought grace and a lot of decorum to royalty. We are very, very grateful for his presence. And long may he continue. Long may he continue to resolve chieftaincy disputes in the manner in which he did. And like I said, long may he bring decency to chieftaincy like he has. He's just completely one of a kind. One of a kind.
You know, 125 people lost their lives. Some of them, as you rightly said, were breadwinners. Today they are children.
That's what you know.
Yeah. Today
some of them.
Yeah.
There are some of the people who got missing. Yeah. Some of them left home and, you know, they never came back.
And so some of their children would have to live without their fathers and so on and so forth. You can imagine how traumatic that has been. But the question that oftentimes every year we've asked is whether we've learned those useful lessons, because we still have a challenge with crowd control. You know, we still have challenges of violence in our sports stadiums, you know, so, well, and you see, some of these things are held to do two things. Apart from reminding ourselves what has happened some 25 years ago, it's also supposed to remind us that, like you said, live for what you love. But some people, I don't know, it doesn't look like they want to live for what they love. And so they go to the stadium with all kinds of mindsets, and it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. But there's somebody, your very good friend, Hadi from Pig Farm, says he wants one of the T-shirts. So I don't know if somebody wants a T-shirt.
You know my number, call me.
Oh, they should call you, okay. So Hadi, please call Kojo. He says if you call him.
He was there too.
Oh, he was there?
He was there.
He was at the sports stadium?
He was there.
Wow.
I can't remember everybody, but he himself, he barely escaped with his life. That's why he's won. He barely escaped. He knows that he was there.
Yes.
So all those people who were at the Adekoka stand that day risk losing their lives, and many of them, like I said, some of the people, the 125, I honestly don't think it's accurate.
Okay, think it's less or more?
It's more.
It's more than that.
Yeah. It's more.
Well, perhaps this one we could account for, isn't it?
Yeah, but you see, let me share with Kojo's emotions and sentiments this morning. You know, it happened, and I'm not a stadium going person. I don't watch football matches, maybe on the telly or something. And all I need to know or I need to have is that Asante Kotoko has scored, and then I will just sit by, get my bottle of club beer. No, those days, Star beer. We did not do club. We were doing Star. And I would just celebrate. But it was very unfortunate that day. Yeah. And we lost glorious and precious lives. And I can imagine.
Where were you when it happened? Were you in Ghana or you were out?
Yeah, I was in Ghana, but then I traveled.
I think he had just become an MP.
Mm.
You went to Parliament in 2000?
No, 2013.
Oh,
okay.
But yeah, that it's
All right.
it's 25 years.
25 years. Yes, it's a long time.
That's a
So
long time.
you can imagine what really happened. And honestly, we need not revisit those things. This morning, people will feel so bad. But have we learned the lessons?
Right.
And do we ever learn? No. Humankind, I don't think. We used to say experience is the best teacher, but we are still not learning. Other than that, First World War, Second World War, and we are still fighting.
Yeah.
There are wars all around, war all over. The atrocities of the First World War should have prevented the Second World War.
Yeah.
And even now, people are calling for Third World War. And so we don't learn. Most probably the only lesson that we've learned is that one day we all die. That one day we are sure of. Man will be born and man shall die. And so as long as we live, we continue to be recalcitrant, we continue to be disobedient, we continue to be something else other than going by the norm, but that should not be. So society influencers and those who can shape the conscience of the nation and the society, like himself, like myself, like you, like the man or woman watching me, we mustn't give up. The clergy must not give up. The teachers in the classroom mustn't give up. And leaders, wherever we find ourselves, political, sports leaders, we must not give up. We must continuously preach that word of being courteous. And in the frenzy of this, it is the youth that are always caught in that kind of bracket. So there is a need to be conscious about ourselves, about our lives, and then our contributions to building the nation is very much key and very important. God brought us here on this earth not to engage in all these negativities in order to suffer, perish, and then bring grief to ourselves and our families. May their souls rest in perfect peace.
All right, so speaking about football, let me say that today is the birthday of a very, very, very special person. Put everything aside, he's also a regular viewer of the show. He's a football administrator, but of course he's also a politician. He's also a veteran Ghanaian statesman. He's also a board member of Accra Hearts of Oak. Well, as far as we're concerned, is one of the leading members of the New Patriotic Party, but sometimes, depending on who you speak to, they'll tell you that, well, as far as they're concerned, he's no more. He's no more leading member of the New Patriotic Party, but that's beside the point. I'm talking about Captain Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, retired.
Wow.
Today he turns 84.
Wow.
We say, what a wow. He turns 84 today. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Today you're 84 years old, and we want to wish you the best. 84 is, wow, it's quite a milestone. In fact, today he's taking advantage of his birthday to launch a book. Yes, it's called Being, as you say, what's Being what? Is it Being Guest? It's what? Be My Guest, sorry. Be My Guest. Yes. Roots. And it's happening that's happening today at the Christ the King Church.
Roots.
Yes, is it Be My Guest? In fact,
what's the name of the book?
Roots. Sorry, it's actually Roots. Sorry about that. Yeah. Roots. Sorry, so sorry. Be My Guest is that's the invitation. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's called Roots. Yes, thank you.
Like my roots is in Ashanti.
We'll have to read the book to know where his roots
I've
from.
got to.
Yeah,
anyway,
but he's an Adabraka boy.
Yeah. Let me also wish him. And he's one of my admirers from afar.
Oh, okay.
I was at Dr. Mahmoud Baumia's place when he visited.
Oh, okay.
When he
recently?
Yeah. When our flag bearer was elected,
okay.
He visited to pay a Kasiko, and I really enjoyed his presence there.
Yeah.
So, Uncle, happy birthday. Yes. Utumfo was yesterday, and you are today. My sister was on the 5th. So I have cause to rejoice. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
You know, he's also an ambassador, so you can call him His Excellency.
His Excellency.
Yes. Serbia and Montenegro.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Serbia and Montenegro. Yes, that's where he was. You know. Yeah. Anyway, so happy birthday to you once again. It was under President J. Kufuor. Yes, and also former GFA chairman, Ghana Football Association. So
occupied so many positions, and so he, I mean, apart from being a founding member of the NPP, which I think is the only unfortunate blot on his CV.
It is. It is. It is not.
It's under contention.
Remember,
he's
a former chairman of Hearts of Oak.
Yes.
And so for me, as a former chairman of Hearts of Oak, I forgive him for being MPP. And you know me and Hearts. And you know, he's a statesman.
Yeah.
He's a statesman. A man who is not afraid to speak his mind. And it's, once again, it's unfortunate that some people, Uncle Henry, that some of the young ones in your party have gone the full length to try to embarrass him because he has spoken out against certain perceptions that he saw prior to the elections. But I think for most people who saw the things they saw before the 2024 election, especially coming from your party, the result bore them out. He noticed certain things that he thought were missing.
Yeah.
And you see, let's understand something. Today, my disposition would have been completely different if my uncle was not here, if it was somebody else.
That's
right?
true.
One of those people who are coming to sit here and challenge history, okay, and tell us that you people, you don't know anything. Like on Monday, you had somebody here warning the government.
I thought Kojo was.
No, I'm going there. I am. I'm being very honest with what I'm saying. So, in both parties, there are statesmen.
Yeah.
Why? In our party, there is Martin Amidu.
Yeah.
You can dislike him as much as you like. You cannot dispute his antecedents.
Right.
And the work he did with our party. So, Uncle, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Not many people even live to be 84 to start off with.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday. And I'll probably be calling you later on this evening after work. And good luck to you. Okay. He also, you see, one of the problems that he has within the MPP structure is that he happens to be the uncle of
Ibrahim Mahama.
Mr. Ibrahim Mahama.
Yeah.
We don't make our relatives.
That's true.
Right? My brother is a former presidential staffer for the last administration. Does that mean he's not my brother? Everybody knows I have a brother called Kofi Chubuafo, who is an MPP person. He is within the MPP structure. He's a former presidential staffer. As much as I disagree with who he intends to be, we are all born on different days.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people don't understand. Dr. Nyahuta Maklo is Ibrahim's uncle. Yeah. His mother and Dr. Nyahuta Maklo are brother and sister, same mother, same father. So how can he throw away his own blood? Because for politics, we've just seen
the mother was NPP.
Very much so.
Is it Vivian Tamaklo?
Joyce
Tamaklo.
Yeah, Joyce Tamaklo. That was her name. And you see, this thing that I'm holding here today, right, should let everybody understand that some of the things that we espouse in life means nothing. You know, how many times have you been to a funeral and seen the corpse taking anything?
Vanity.
You don't take anything. Yeah. If you know, as soon as when they are about to close the casket, all the things that they used to dress the corpse, they've taken it off.
Yeah.
Somebody pockets it, you never even know where it went.
True.
Right? For you, the Muslims, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Right from the morgue, if you are lucky, they will take you through the mansion you built, and you're off.
Yeah, you're off.
So let's learn to understand the elements that make life.
Yeah.
And one of the things we need to understand is that one fine day, all this ends.
Vanity.
God chooses the time it ends.
Yeah.
And let's just hope that by the time it ends, you have made a mark.
All right.
That's what we're all trying to do.
Okay, so the book launch is happening today. It's called The Roots, and it's happening at the Christ the King Church Hall, and the Christ the King Church Hall, right here in Accra. And the program is 2 p.m. and it says, join us celebrate the rich legacy of late Togbi Nyaho Tamaklo Bato. And if you want to get some more information about this book launch, please call the number 0246 903310. 0246 903310. Now, it's also the birthday of the former MP for Subing and also an aspiring General Secretary of the NPP. That's the man in your shot, the Honorable Eugene Wachi Entry. Today is his birthday as well. You know, as for him, he won't tell us the age. As for Dr. Nyawatamaklu, we were able to pick up the intel that he was 84. But in the case of, but I know he's in his 60s. That I know that for sure. But I don't know
Honorable
the exact ages. Yes. Honorable, Mommy, give me an idea.
Yeah,
But,
he's a brother.
yes.
Yesterday we spoke around I think 8 p.m.
Okay.
And he told me I'll be trooping into his place.
Okay.
Right from here.
And
I wish him
I think Eugene's about 54. He's
About
2
54.
years younger than me.
Okay,
I
about
see.
64.
54.
Oh, 54.
No, 64.
Oh, so he's not 60 yet?
No.
Oh, they're 54. I thought he was I thought he was almost 60.
Wow.
Anyway.
So let me wish him. Honorable Eugene, I wish you very fruitful.
56.
56
Oh,
years.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, former MP for Subing.
Yes.
And proud to that, I've been working with him on so many platforms. I mean, committees. Right. Yes, when we were in opposition those days. And you know, he's a founding member in UK New Patriotic Party.
Okay.
Yes, I was a founding member in Germany.
Okay.
Hamburg, and he was in the UK. So, and he was secretary to the branch. Yeah.
Okay.
And he had to troop down, come back home to help build the party stronger. And
is he aware that you're not contesting him anymore?
no, but don't tell him.
Said it publicly. Anyway, Eugene, once again, happy birthday. And but honestly, 56 looks very good on you, and we can only wish you the best, and the best day ever. So please let us know where the party is, and myself and Kojo Chumbov. You know, Kojo is a very good dancer. Kojo is a very good dancer. In fact, there's a video of him that's been trending. He's not commented on it.
We are very close friends too. Today,
with
why
Eugene?
are you people bringing all my... I can't go fully toxic.
Your video has been trending. But I don't know whether we have that video.
The sounding Kojo.
No, man, the boogie bruta.
I'm bringing all my...
No, man, the boogie bruta.
I'm bringing all the
I know what some of your... You know some of your detractors did? They wait, I think there was an issue. And then they brought the video and said, whilst Ghanaians are complaining, well, look at Kojo. Kojo is chilling. I'm told it's an old video.
You know what?
Anyway, so let's go. Let's go. Let's take the short break.
I think that video has to do with me at the party of...
Okay. Was it this year or was it last year? Okay. All right. So please stay with us.
The ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home.
That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. M&C Properties.
Grab your bottle and unleash the taste of Storm Energy Drink. A bold flavor, a big attitude. Feel the vibe, own the moment. It's your time to be different. Storm Energy Drink, make your mark. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
Launching BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Study a job-ready university program, BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Job is ready for graduates who possess degrees and certificates in BSc Development Economics, professional certificate in theoeconomy, certificate in theoeconomy with business. Enroll at the Department of Theology and Economics at the Ghana Christian University College, Amrahia, Adenta Dodua Road, Accra. Full bursary is available for BSc Development Economics graduates to study master's program at the State University in South Africa. Enroll now. Take advantage of this opportunity to join elite professionals in economics. Call 0557-351-090 or 0575-633-307 or 030-296-0542. WhatsApp us on 0557-351-090 or you can get in touch online on www.theoeconomy.edu.gh. Powered by the Center for Theology and Economics, CTEC.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson,
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friendly once now.
Hey, that's on you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the accent.
Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Friendly sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso.
Sasso, come tum preco.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the bliss. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hive Management Systems, in partnership with the Solid Waste Association of Ghana, invites you to the Green Go Hub official launch and fundraising events. Theme: Powering the Circular Economy with Smart Technology, with a focus on incentivizing segregation at source. Join us at the Mamphy Hall Gimba Green Hill campus on Thursday, 7 May 2026 at 10 a.m. Our special guest of honor is Niayi Bonte II, Bese Manche Adonte of the Ghana State, Chairperson, Nanama Entry, Executive Secretary of the Environmental Service Providers Association. Keynote addresses will be delivered by Honorable Samuel Nate George, Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, and Professor Nanama Brown Kluche, Chief Executive of the Environmental Protection Authority. This event is proudly endorsed and supported by the Ghana National Plastic Action Partnership, the Environmental Protection Authority, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, the Environmental Service Providers Association, Zoomlion Ghana Limited, and Indigo Foundation, with media support from Media General, UTV, Metro TV, MX24, and 1957 News. To register as a sponsor or donor, visit www.gringo-hub.com or call 054-342-7085. Your fundraising host and MC will be Mr. Alfredo Kanse. With strategic partnership from Globalware, the East Legon Executive Fitness Club, Blue Skies, and Margins Group, this event is powered by MTN as the official title sponsor. Be part of the movement towards a cleaner, smarter, and more sustainable future.
Guess what? Senegal is rapping at Cook Africa on 23rd May at Metro TV at 9 sharp. Hello, my name is Abby. I'm a Senegalese living in Ghana. I'm inviting all Senegalese, all Africans to come and enjoy Senegal food, to come and taste our most popular jollof rice called steaboujen. So I'm inviting tous les francophones. Donc, où sont les Sénégalais? J'invite tous les francophones, tous les Sénégalais. Ana Sénégalais, maa ngi leen invité yéen ñëpp ngeen ñëw supporter seen jeeg le 23 mai à Metro TV. Bu ko kenn tardé.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. Our guest is still here. Mr. Kojo Chumboafo is the Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Intelligence Center, a leading member of the NDC, and also Dr. Henry Kwabena Kukufu, Esquire. He's an aspiring General Secretary, aspiring Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, and now has always been a communications team member of the party, which is the New Patriotic Party. Now, gentlemen, I want us to look at there's been some update on an incident that happened sometime this year. It got all of us outraged. It had to do with a gentleman who was knocked down by a vehicle. He was taken to the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and we're told that due to due to some medical negligence, some lives were lost. The health minister set up a committee to look into the matter. The committee has come up with this report, and I would want us to look at some of the issues that have come up in that report, because we need to learn going forward. We just talked about the May 9 disaster, and we every year remind ourselves of what to do not to repeat that again. So now that there's a report, let's look at it. It says medical neglect serving to face disciplinary action over Charles Emisa's death. Beatrice Lai and Jocelyn Kafui Nyaji are reporting that the Ministry of Health has ordered 7 health professionals from the police hospital, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and the Kolebu Teaching Hospital named in a report following an inquiry into the death of a road accident victim to face disciplinary action. Dr. Aida Durante, Dr. Genevieve Aja, Joy Daisy Nelson, and Salamatu Alhassan, all of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, along with Dr. Nina and Naumin Aram and Akosia B. Texing of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and Dr. Anne Marie Kudowu of the Police Hospital, are to face disciplinary actions for their roles in the death of Charles Emisa, a victim of a hit-and-run road accident. Charles Emisa, an engineer who worked with Promasidor in Accra, died of the injuries he suffered in a hit-and-run road accident as a car knocked him off his motorbike as he rode from work in February this year. The independent investigation chaired by renowned pathologist and the former Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Professor Jimambedu Akosa, found that Emisa did not die instantly from the road accident injuries, but from prolonged preventable blood loss, which is called exsanguination due to failure of emergency medical care. Consequently, directives have been issued to authorities of the respective hospitals and regulatory bodies to act swiftly. Now, we're told that at a news briefing yesterday during the presentation of the committee's report, the Minister of Health, Kwabena Mintah Akando, announced immediate steps to ensure accountability and prevent future tragedies. Now, it says beyond sanctions, the minister emphasized ongoing and planned reforms to strengthen emergency care, including the rollout of a national electronic bed management system to improve patient allocation and reduce delays. The most important aspect is for us to be able to avoid the avoidable deaths we have witnessed. He also announced that the Ghana Armed Forces Critical Care and Emergency Hospital would be open for public use as a national resource. Reaffirming the government's commitment, the minister stressed that the goal was not just to publish the findings, but to implement recommendations that would prevent avoidable deaths and improve Ghana's emergency. And let me end with this. We're told that emergency healthcare system. Now, I want to repeat and assure the committee that your work will not be in vain. We'll endeavor to implement all the recommendations in the best interest of Mother Ghana. The report said Emisa was alive at every stage, from the accident scene to the police hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, and Kolebu Teaching Hospital, but none of these facilities provided timely life-saving interventions such as bleeding control, IV fluids, and blood transfusion. The report stated that pathology confirmed a slow death from medical neglect, emphasizing that early intervention at any point could have saved his life. The fatal injury, a deep arm wound damaging major blood vessels, was survivable with basic emergency care, the report said. The committee formed by the Minister of Health on February 23 also recommended systemic reforms in Ghana's emergency care system. Now, presenting the report, Professor Akosa said the death of Emisa had not only exposed a tragic chain of missed opportunities, but also forced a national reckoning, one that the investigative committee insisted must lead to real lasting changes. The pathology confirms a slow death from medical neglect. Now, at the heart of it is simply but urgent principle: no patient in a life-threatening condition should ever be turned away without immediate care. But beyond individual accountability, the report indicated the problem ran deeper into the very structure of emergency care in Ghana, with one of the most significant proposals to create a national emergency care fund. Under this system, any patient picked up in critical condition would be guaranteed immediate treatment, whether at a public or private facility, without delays, overpayment. The first 24 hours, the committee argued, were often the difference between life and death, and no hospital should hesitate to act because of financial uncertainty. Alongside this was a call for a mandatory policy requiring all hospitals to stabilize emergency patients before any referral. The committee envisioned a system where the nearest facility became the first line of defense, not a checkpoint that passed responsibility along. The report highlighted the need to bring the Ghana Armed Forces Critical Care and Emergency Hospital fully into public use, transforming it into a shared national asset capable of easing pressure on civilian hospitals. Additionally, the committee warned against allowing the report to gather dust. You know, you remember that, interestingly, the gentleman, that's Emisa, may so rest in peace. Sister is actually a medical doctor. I think she practices at the Confanochi Teaching Hospital also. She was so pained because she also believed that her brother's death was avoidable. Anyway, so let me start with you, Dr. Kokovo. What do you make of the committee's report and the recommendations that it made going forward, including setting up an emergency fund? Because it's usually either there's no bed, or we can't trust that you can pay, so die.
Well, it's a mixture of so many things. It's quite tragic, you know, and I must, at this point, express my sympathy to the family. The departed soul, may his soul rest in peace. But we should not forget, this is not an isolated case. True. It has been happening. And it just happened that it's been reported, it's come to public. People have suffered all these things quietly and that gone unnoticed in our various health facilities. We are talking about Accra. Yeah. Which facility? Kolebu. Yeah. The topmost. So you can imagine what will happen to somebody at Atebubu. True. Somebody at some place or my own holy village, Emredani and Amakrum. So it's a systemic failure that we've lived with, and this is about time we have got to look at it critically. The health sector is one area that we all have a stake in. Yeah. If we are not healthy, we can come here. We can work. Productivity will be completely low or gone, and the state will just go aground. So anything that borders with health must be viewed with a nationalistic view, and then make sure we do the needful. No money, so go home. We can attend to you. There are no beds, so we can handle you. We can attend to you. So it's so much a difficult situation, and you ask yourself, the practitioners or those who are involved, I mean, who the doctors, the nurses, the paramedics, those who are the caregivers, are they to be blamed, or the governor, the system that should provide all these amenities and also to incentivize them, motivate them to give up their best, are to be blamed? That's why I said it's a mixture of, The President Kufuor once said the employer purports to be paying salaries, and then the employee also purports to be working. So at the end of the day, you are nowhere. And this is a situation which calls for serious public debate into some of these things. We abolished the cash and carry system and brought in the national health insurance with the view that most of these situations will be averted. But if they are still in the system and occurring in an alarming rate, then we must sit up again. Something is not clicking somewhere. Is it supervisory? Is it the case that the state, as per the government, or governments, let me put it governments, are not up to the task of providing these necessary equipment and logistics to the hospitals so they can operate fully? Or is it a laxity on the part of management and their staff at the various hospitals? So, yes, once again, committee was set. Yes, the report has come. Recommendations have been made. And trust me, by close of day, that will be the end of it. Yeah. That will be the end of it. Whether people will be paying for, I mean, if people will be sanctioning for the so-called negligence and all that, the public may not know. Whether they will be left off the hook, the public will not know again. So we must understand that life once lost cannot be retrieved. We can punish people, we can do whatever it is. These are precious lives that these deaths are preventable, and so we must be able to do whatever we can in order not to let it occur. It's an awakening call for all of us. It could have happened to me, it could have happened to you, and whoever. So it should not be treated as usual. The health minister says, oh, he's going to punish them. What did he say?
Yeah, it's good. They're going to be, well, we're just told that a disciplinary action. We don't know what form it will take.
The disciplinary action.
Whether it's going to be sacked, whether they're going to be suspended, you know.
As for sack, keep it, because we even begging them to come and work. So they will not be sacked, and they will not be suspended.
Right. What do you think would happen?
They will be cautioned. That's all. And it turns out. But people have lost precious lives. the occurrence and reoccurrence of these things must necessarily be checked. We must go deep down there. If there are no beds, why don't we provide enough beds for our hospitals? If that is a cause, there are no beds. Why can't we provide beds? We are living in our homes, in our mansions, and we have spare beds in spare rooms all over.
This no bed matter. Let me just read something that someone has sent to me. He says, kindly permit me to share this information in healthcare. A hospital bed represents far more than a physical frame. It is a complete package of clinical care, specialist input, and staff capacity surrounding each patient. For example, a bay designed for 5-stroke patients has the trained workforce, equipment, and service to care safely for only 5.
Yeah.
Adding even 1 extra stroke patient overwhelms that system, reduces care quality, and increases the risk of staff burnout. This is the reality behind Ghana's no-bed syndrome. The issue is not the absence of furniture. It is the absence of safe capacity to deliver proper care. And says the health ministry must explain better to the nation to enhance discussion on the subject.
Yeah, so don't you think the health ministry knows this?
Well,
they do not know.
They should know.
Yeah, they should know.
They should know.
So we must address the core issues, the root cause of the problem. That is what we need to address. And it is for us, the leaders and those who are in government, to look at it critically, other than, making scapegoat out of everything. There might be some kind of recklessness, I agree, or negligence, which might have been the case. But then the provision of equipment, the provision of all these logistics in order to enhance and also to make the healthcare giver the motivation to work must be in place. So I don't get it. It's quite a very difficult situation.
Yeah.
We must be able to find means, whatever it is, to improve on our health situations. It cannot be said, and it should not be left off the hook, that the government, the state, has failed and is continuously failing all these years to make the provision that will make healthcare delivery systems complete. We are so much interested in slogans and all manner of things.
Okay.
Now we have something they call, is it a primary health?
Yes, free primary health care.
Free primary health care.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, there will be no beds for the patients.
Well,
and
we still have to deliver the free primary health care. As a country, and whilst we're tackling the insufficient beds in our hospitals. Unless of course you're saying that we should, until we're able to fill all the hospitals with.
Somebody told you it's not about the furniture.
So it's not a fiscal thing. It's about capacity.
The capacity. So it goes down deep there.
Okay.
So if we are spreading the limited resources, touching everything, spreading the resources, we are getting nowhere.
Okay.
We must be focused. We must tackle issues as they are, finish with them, and then move on. I'm not saying that other areas are not too good, but we must prioritize what needs to be done immediately and thereafter, and then we move on. The primary health care is already there. What happened to the CHIP compounds? What happened? What's the difference between the primary health care and the CHIP compounds?
Well, this thing has been explained time and time and again.
Well,
but anyway, we'll have another conversation.
Maybe you understand. I do not.
The free primary health care. But, Kojo, this issue again brings to the fore this matter of how do you call it? It's termed as the emergency admission protocols, triage. We got it wrong. So, a 29-year-old boy is dead.
Let me ask a very pertinent question.
Okay.
What does this report do for the mother of Charles Emerson? What does this report do?
Zilch.
What does it do for his sister?
Nothing.
What does it do for the rest of his family? What does it do? Did he have children? Did he have a wife? What does it do for him? You see, this process, and I'm glad somebody sent you that message, because the person who sent it to you is probably a doctor.
Yeah,
probably.
He's practicing in the UK actually.
Okay, so let's just admit that the doctors in this country are overwhelmed. Go to Kolebu, go to a police hospital, go to 37, they are overwhelmed. Okay? So if we say we are going to discipline, let's start by saying we are disciplining the medical staff, what are we going to do? Collect their licenses? Because that's the ultimate thing you can do to them, right? Because if you suspend them, they may just go to another country and because they want to leave already.
Right.
So you've given them the wherewithal. So what are you going to do? Are you going to collect their licenses? If you collect their licenses, you've trained a doctor for 7 years at the state's expense. You've collected their licenses. What have you done? How many more patients are going to die because that doctor is not there? I have a radical solution to this. But it's not so radical. Let's begin them by paying them better. Let's begin by increasing the conditions, improving the conditions under which they work. Right? Because I happen to know a few medical professionals who still work in this country. Incidentally, many of them are my classmates in Achimota School. I mean, Dr. Irene Wolf, Brigadier Monty Kutin, Dr. Professor Segbefia, many of them have stayed in this country because of their love for what they do. They didn't leave. I'm not saying those who left are any worse. But they are overwhelmed. So the no-bed syndrome has very little to do with a doctor not wanting to take care of a patient. It's just that the complete apparatal system that he needs or they need to take care of the patient doesn't exist at that time. So we have to find a radical solution to making sure that if somebody is brought in the state in which Charles Emisa was brought, that patient doesn't die because of what we haven't done. I want you to name me one doctor who would see somebody in trouble and not go to their aid. Happens all the time. You see accidents on the road and you see a doctor jumping out of the car to come and help.
Yeah.
That's what they're trained to do.
On flight.
Yes. So, look, one of the most distinguished professors of medicine in this country, I went to his consulting room in Kolebu.
Right.
Because he was my friend.
Okay.
And I got there and his air conditioning was not working. So I asked him, I said, Prof, why is your air conditioning working? And you know what he told me?
Yes.
He said for 4 months, he hadn't had an air conditioning in his consulting room, but he was still working. He was the head of gynecology in Kolebu. I don't want to mention his name because he's passed on. You know how he passed on?
How?
He went for a conference in Los Angeles, right? And he died of a heart attack on the aircraft. Oof. So this man is a doctor, has been working through the ages, has risen to become the head of a department in Kolebu, and he wasn't even taking care of himself. So he died of a heart attack on an Emirates aircraft. So let's put this whole thing, the death of Charles Emisa and things that happen like that, it's a 360-degree disaster for everybody. We've lost an engineer Let's not forget that. Yeah. His mother and his father have lost a provider. Right? Siblings have lost a brother. Children have lost a father. The medical professionals associated with this thing are supposed to be disciplined. What kind of discipline? If you suspend them, more patients will die because they weren't there. If you ask me, it shouldn't have happened at all. So let's begin to tackle procurement in the medical sector. Let's start with that. Let's have a radical approach to making sure that the things that we need to do for the hospitals are done. Kolebu Hospital was built by Goggisberg. Since Goggisberg, at least our population has tripled. So let's ask ourselves, have we tripled the capacity of Kolebu Teaching Hospital?
Quite clearly we haven't.
No, we haven't. Of course we haven't. Right? And COVID taught us a lot. That for those of us who may think we have the finances to fly abroad when we have a problem, it's not every problem you can take abroad. Because there are some situations that if you are in the aircraft, won't even take you. The aircraft will not board you if you have certain kinds of problems because they don't want liability. So, like President Mahama did and concentrated in between 2012 and 2016 to put up UGMS, UGMC, the regional hospitals that he built,
the bank hospital,
for which he was insulted helter-skelter. Rich hospital, expanded Rich hospital, and the only thing that my uncle's people could find and say is that he has dropped money. When COVID came, many of the people who were insulting him were all patients there.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't fly with COVID, could we? And indeed, the health minister at the time, who refused to buy generators for the UGMC, when he had COVID, he was there. Now, you couldn't say that he had COVID. He said he was resting. Do you normally rest in the hospital? Almost all the cabinet members of President Akufo-Addo's government had COVID. Almost all of them. Including his ADC. They were all hospitalized at UGMC. So if UGMC was in the world, so let's improve the health delivery system in this. And the system includes the medical professionals. Because I bet you, if you go and listen to the doctors, you will hear a different story.
You just talked about your friend who was working under such a condition.
Yeah.
No air condition.
Yes.
He was working there. Let
me tell you, I bought him that air conditioner to replace the air conditioner that wasn't working.
Oh.
He died. Those who know this story, and I don't want to mention the person's name because of his family, he died on an Emirates aircraft because he wasn't even taking care of himself.
Yeah.
Go to Kolebu right now. Many of the doctors themselves are patients.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I called my doctor and I asked him, how are you doing? And he laughed and said, why are you asking me how you are doing? Are you sick? And I said, yeah, I'm not well. I'm coming to see you, but I'm asking you how you are doing because we never ask our doctors how they are doing. If you ask me, I think we should involve more of the hospitals that are owned by the churches, right? Because the churches, like the Catholic Church, owns a lot of hospitals. We should incorporate them into the accident triage system. And I'm no means an expert. I'm just talking as somebody who has been, has administered public institutions over time. And I think that training, for me, is very important. Current trends in the medical field must be something that, because I have always trained the people I work with, because it's very important for you to train them. You cannot have a doctor who is, for example, still prescribing terramycin when we've moved to Orilox. Okay? But you need to train them. You need to give them, and even sometimes letting them visit other countries and seeing the way those other health professionals work is completely different. So they come back and they have a different approach to what they do. You can't keep blaming the doctors all the time when you are not providing them with what they need. And I ask again, how much capacity have we added to Korle Bu Teaching Hospital? Go and look at the surgical block. Every time we gut it out and we are saying we are doing this, we are doing that, we are doing it, and they do nothing. So I want to appeal to my brother Kwabena Mintakan. Please, let's find a different approach to how we deliver health in this country. And I also want to appeal to my brother, the finance minister. Please, let's find the funds timeously for our health sector. The police hospital expansion. Do you know that it has taken 20 years? They still haven't finished.
Yes. Yes.
These are some of the problems. Why haven't we finished it? And this one is NDC and MPP. Because various NDC and MPP governments have come. The police hospital expansion still hasn't finished. A British ambassador, a British high commissioner, right, took issue with the whole government because of that project. I don't want to mention his name. I don't want to go into that story. Those who know the story, know the story. But for God's sake, let's finish it. Right? Let's finish it. Somebody has built Cantonment City. Started about 10 years after that police hospital was finished. It's in the same vicinity. Cantonment City is finished. So, a debate sikan yeshwe to finish that police hospital job, and we haven't finished. Same thing for 37 military hospital is strategically located in the heart of Accra to deal with some of these things. What have we done about the overcapacity in 37? Go and talk to the military doctors, they will tell you. Right? Go and talk to Brigadier Kutin. He will tell you the problems that they have. You see them, and nobody tells you that they are tired. You see, they are worn out.
And they're frustrated.
Yes. Go and look for Brigadier Lai. He is one of the few pulmonary experts that we have in this country. Go see how overwhelmed he is. Right?
Yeah.
We need to adopt a different approach to health delivery in this
And a more radical one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a more radical one.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me start from.
I'm told it's worse with the Confanochi teaching hospital.
Yes.
You see, the Confanochi teaching hospital matter is.
You see,
but if you, Honorable, 1 second. If you think of Confanochi is worse, how about Atebu General Hospital?
Oh, that's the point.
How about Wa General Hospital?
Yeah. So you see, Moro, Kodjo did well because he was moving on a tangent. Then he realized. At a point, he thought he was on a campaign trail. And blaming.
Well, this one, it says both parties.
No. That is where he came back home. Because I was surprised that he was on that tangent. At this point, it's a systemic failure. We have failed ourselves as a nation. And if you want to take, he said, since Georgesburg, what have we added? So if we are to go on that tangent, then we will know how many years have NDC ruled this country. and how many years have NPP?
Oh, but I wasn't apportioning blame.
No,
I was just talking
your
about
point.
history.
I get your point.
Because you know that some of your people were insulting President Mahama.
But you see, the moment
you have to accept
the
that.
moment you go into history, then it means you want to, and that there are history that is also not palatable to your side. But you decided
I'm not
to
disagreeing
do.
with you.
You decided to
But
do.
he's not disagreeing with
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm not going to sit here and love a grenade into my own compound.
So you see that the point is, you are the spotlight is on you. Of all those years under Akufo-Addo, it never came that Amisa died because there was no bed. It did not come. It did not happen. Even under Akufo-Addo.
No, because it was not reported.
Well, so I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm saying
it doesn't mean that we didn't record these incidents in
well,
the state.
it was not reported.
Yes.
So you did not speak to it.
I agree with you.
So today we are speaking
about it. Yes.
About it. Because you are in government. The spotlight is on you. Just about 2024, when there was demonstration against Akufo-Addo's government, President Akufo-Addo's government, a whole gentleman, in the full glare of cameras and everything, had the audacity to stop an ambulance carrying a dead person, a patient who is on the verge of dying, obstructed the ambulance, and openly said what will happen if he dies, because people die every day. And everybody was quiet on that. You think it was quite good? And you turn around to blame the medics if somebody has died. So our own doings, our own actions and inactions are affecting. So now it is about the solution. Because he did it right. He said the health minister must help provide those, the finance minister. There is a solution here. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, in this book,
yes,
that was Selfless Leadership Bold Solutions for Jobs and Business, the 2024 Manifesto of New Patriotic Party. We had identified all these problems, and we knew business in progress, wanting to find a lasting solution to our healthcare problems. In this book, page 159, we see health administration, leadership, governance. Okay. It says, we will deepen public-private partnership for healthcare delivery and management, and encourage public-private partnership placement of key equipment such as diagnostic and imaging systems, and establishment of centers of excellence within public institutions to help retool all hospitals. This is where the crux of the matter is. We have got to retool, and Kodwe is right. Since God is there, what have you done to help retooling our public hospitals?
Right.
Particularly the referrals. We haven't done much. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia with NPP promised Ghanaians this thing to be done. And how are we going to do it? We are going to leverage on private capital and private expertise, private technology. And Akufo-Addo's government bequeathed to this country a very important law that we are not paying attention to, and that is the Public-Private Partnership Act of Act 1039 of 2020. It spells out, if you're a private sector person and you hold capital, you hold expertise, technology, how do you partner with public entities?
Right.
I did what at EPA and worked. My successors here, there, they are working on it, and it will surely work. Okay. So at the health sector, this is what we really need. The government, I agree, is overwhelmed with these limited resources.
Okay.
Government funding, government expenditure is running so high.
Okay.
Today, you want to control inflation. You are asking the finance minister, he will tell you, if I release funds and all that, the inflation will get back to 50%, and we still want to keep it at 2% or 3%. And so the health minister, hands are tied at his back. So what we do? We have said that we would have done this through the PPP Act. And then again, going forward, a lot of infrastructures were put in place. What has happened to the drone delivery service? The blood, the drugs delivery service. You came into office and you've collapsed that. And these are all practical means of reaching out to the ordinary Ghanaian who needs all these health services delivery systems. You are talking about primary health care.
Okay.
What would be more primary than a drone delivering drugs to a remote area where somebody has been bitten by a snake?
Okay.
The snake serums.
Okay.
Very remote area. It's very primary, but then technology applied is making things work faster and easier, efficiently and less costly, and saving lives.
Okay.
But you come into government and you collapse all these things, and what do you expect? The poor, and I agree with Kodu, the poor personnel, they are being blamed for what? They are doing their utmost best to make the provision. When we go outside, we all see what's happening outside with the kind of hospitals and healthcare delivery systems that they give.
Right.
A government came in and provided ambulance, basic transportation of sick people on emergency situations.
Okay.
About 300 ambulances were purchased and distributed across the country.
Okay.
And in opposition, you had cause to criticize that.
Okay.
We saw the Abuboy ambulance recently that were given out. How robust these things going to be?
Okay.
And how are they going to work to help the people of Ghana? If you have 300 ambulances, and by now the stock should have been replenished, these vehicles were to be maintained or whatever.
Okay.
You decide not to do that, but you go the cheapest way of bringing these Abuboya ambulances. What are we doing? So I'll go back to President Kufuor again. He says the employer purports to be paying, whilst the employee purports to be working. And at the end of the day, Mother Ghana is a failure. So, Kojo, no problem. I will share this one with you, and then we are ready and prepared to offer suggestions as to how best we can solve this.
Classic Kukufu.
All right.
Let me just say this. You see, when I started talking, I made a specific call.
Right.
That one he wasn't listening. I said that we should address procurement in the health sector.
You are right.
He said about the drone system. He didn't tell you how much the drone system was costing the public. He talked about public-private partnership in health delivery. A brilliant concept. But how do you actualize it? Did they actualize it? They didn't. You see, the MPP, my uncle, your tradition is like what mathematicians call a bijection, right? A bijection is an element in two sets matching each other. So, in plain language, the sons of the fathers repeat the mistakes of the fathers. It's the basic definition of DNA. When they were in power, they didn't do anything.
So you like Kojo to be on a campaign trail?
But you just campaign too. You're offering me your manifesto. No, I mean, what kind of haram is this? You're offering me.
No, you did well offering solutions, and I'm adding on to you.
You said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was
solution.
Kojo started.
It is solution.
As much as possible to make.
You see, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I'll end it here. Let me end it.
Kojo is looking for solutions, and he professed one, and I just added on to his solution. So this is also a solution.
You see, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was vice president of this republic for 8 years. When he wanted to be president, the first thing he came to tell us was that during the Akufo-Addo regime, he counted for nothing. So he actually named this campaign a Planke campaign.
Kojo, you are in government. That is why Ghanaians decided to give you the mantle. Yes, that is why you are in government.
So
and the lamentation, you see, the lamentation will not help. No. You are looking for solutions, and I'm just helping you.
That is why I called you people a bijection. Because
we can be trajection, we can be forjection. But that is why people have given you the money.
When we link one to the other, we will know. We can know what you people were doing in the past. In the past, we've also been told that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the smartest person in cabinet, but nobody listened to him. They didn't take you to. You see, they didn't take you to cabinet. Why? Because they know that you say something they don't want to hear. And I'm like,
oh, quite joke.
Into the Indian, you have a PhD. You are a lawyer. You are a historian. Why weren't you a minister? Because they know that there are certain things that they can't get you to do.
Okay.
Well, and you want for advice?
You
involve PPP. Now you hear how best we can leverage on private capital so they can come in with the health care delivery. Because brilliantly, you talked about procurement. We need these facilities for.
You see, the health delivery system should not have a procurement system that is quote unquote a gig. So I will leave it there.
Instead of chastising our personnel in the health delivery system, we must rather sympathize with them.
Okay, so
and
gentlemen,
then ask authorities to.
We only have 12 minutes to end this.
If
show, so
you see health, maybe
I want us to. We can go on and on and on. It's a big conversation.
Let's come back.
But let me
Let's
just quickly.
Let's come back next week.
So Kalioman, yes, we'll come back next week.
We'll come back
deal with it. Kalioman from Wasis, good morning. Honorable Kokofo is still telling us what a flag bearer Bamia would do when given the nod. Does he know the number of things he promised that he would do and what he has done only to do nothing, including the Palugu multi-purpose dam? We're tired of these promises. Reverend Samuel J says, good morning to you and your panel, Moro. It may interest you to know that Chumboafo's father was a mentor and encouraged me to render good services to my motherland without any regrets. I really cherish him for the support he gave me in the 90s. More, the problem with the regional beds, I wonder if we're really honest in finding lasting solutions to the problem. I'm saying this because I was able to arrange for hospital equipment, including very expensive beds for TQMH Mampong. But unfortunately, the things couldn't come out of the port to its destination because of process they have to go through. Today, those spent a lot of money in shipping are disappointed in me for no fault of mine. Please ask Chumbafo for me if he can follow up to know exactly what happened. Thank you and have a good day. That's Reverend J of the PNC. Yes. Now, Mr. Yes.
One of the regional hospitals that have been there since God knows how long.
He got some few items, he got to the port, he can't clear.
My brother had an accident. My brother Kofi had an accident. But for God's favor and fortune, right? He was actually sitting somewhere and a taxi driver drove into him in a Ekropon. They took him to Mambo, right? But for my sister, who doesn't sleep, picking up her phone at 2 a.m., my brother would have died. Not because they couldn't save his life, but because of all these things we are talking about. So we had to get an ambulance at 2 a.m. to take him to 37. As I speak to you, my brother is still having issues with that, because he had to have a craniofacial surgery for months. He had to have surgery on both of his legs for months.
Wow.
You know, he actually had to learn to walk again. And my brother is over 60. Right? So, same thing happened to Richard Ayangba on the road to Kumasi, 2024.
I recall.
He still have issues right now.
Oh, Charlie.
He lost his son through a motor accident. So, I'm saying that these things are not party specific. Today, by the end of today, several people would have died across this country because of that. Last week, one of my proteges, Ibrahim, he is watching me now. He's in Tamale. His wife died from childbirth last week. After the baby was taken out of the womb, the woman died. So, it cuts across. Let's find a lasting solution. You see, like those of us who are Christians, we want to be Christ-like. We may never be Christ-like, but we can approach it. Health delivery systems all over the world are under stress, but we have to do it better. We have to save as many lives as we can, whether it is maternal mortality, accident, whether it is cancer treatment, whatever it is. We need to make sure that we minimize unnecessary deaths.
I honestly wonder whether we really value human lives in our part of the world.
I'm just reading your headlines,
okay.
and Honorable Kofi Juma is in the ICU, intensive.
Okay, yes, he's been there the last few days. Yes, you know he was picked up by Yoko.
This is serious.
Over some investigations and
extremely serious.
We're told that he's been taken ill. Anyway, let me just.
I sympathize with him. You see, these are some of the things. Health delivery systems and judiciary, legal apparatus systems. You put 55 million cities on the head of this man. Nobody knows what is being charged of as a bill. So bail conditions have become punishment by itself.
Oh, this
in this country.
This matter is
I mean, what are we doing to ourselves?
Let me just do this.
All right.
Let me just do this. Now,
This is-
Kwame Sapase, you know, he's a research fellow in health with the CDD. He's actually monitoring the program. He sent this message. He says, the report is a very good reflection of a classic systems failure. See, the technicians on the ambulance could not even stop the bleeding. They couldn't offer basic life support, let alone advanced life support, a clear indication of a lack of training, not deliberate incompetence. What it means is that today, if any of us were in that situation, the competence of the ambulance team could fail us. In fact, they fail many Ghanaians daily, as you just rightly said. Then at 4 hospitals, the patient was turned away. This provides a few issues. Were there standard operating procedures in place? Then there is the people question, did the health professionals act in accordance with the Bolam test, the Bolam test? The report identifies all these failings, and for me, it must be implemented to the latter. Kwame, thank you very much for that. He's very passionate. He's a pharmacist, actually. Okay. Yeah, he's a pharmacist.
Right, so
with a CDD. He's a CDD fellow, yes.
Doctor, let me tell you something funny. You are bringing up, because once again, you are cleverly playing the politics. And I know you are very smart, maybe a lot smarter than me.
No, I did not.
You brought up Kofi Juma and said, oh, we are using bail to punish people.
Okay.
Let me give you a piece of information. Do you know I'm still on bail? Me, I'm still on bail.
Oh,
your government terrorized me for 2 and I was arrested over 30 times.
That one, I sympathize with you.
Because you sympathize with me, that's why you were calling me to find out what was going on. And you remember I told you, stay away from me because I'm toxic.
No, you cannot be toxic.
I'm telling you that
you see,
when I hear those things, I just laugh.
2 wrongs. That's not
Why you people do the wrong all the time?
And so now let us learn.
My whole family were terrorized.
Let us learn.
Let us learn. Alaji Hamza from Pig Farm. Sorry, Alaji Hamza from Pig Farm says, good morning, my brother. Please tell Mr. Kokofu to keep their ideas to themselves. For God's sake, the MP is speaking as if they have been in power. They have never been in power before. Ghanaians know what the MP stands for. They just left power about a year and 5 months ago. So what is he talking about? The whole economy that was left in the hands of Dr. Bamia was rated as junk economy. So what are they talking about? Mr. Kokofu went ahead to say recently the NDC imported Aboboya. Okay, Aboboya ambulances. He says, I'm sorry, those Aboboya were no ambulances. To his information, it was meant for our brothers and sisters living in the rural area, so they can have access to health care. They should give us a break. We have a country to govern. Manche Bruce II from Takrady says, Moro, please tell Kojo that we were voted out of government overwhelmingly by the Ghanaian people because they in the NDC, promised a reset, not lamentations. We shouldn't be told what we already know. Get to work. Haba. Amazing convictions.
So,
Manche
Dr.
Bruce II
Professor
in
Booth,
Takrady.
another devious professor. you knew. You knew prior to 2024, you knew that your government were a failure.
Carlos will do this. When it comes to health sector on health issues, MPP are the least to comment with regards to health issues. No wonder the understanding of review remains cancelled because the rep on your studio is exhibiting, and that is who they are, Carlos. And I say, God bless you. And I'm going to add to this, Mark from Kojoboafo from the United States. That's my final message. Moro, today I will go contrary to what my brother Chumboafo has discussed. This is what I wrote in 2015, a year after an accident on the Accra Cape Coast Road yesterday, September 19, 2025. Marked exactly 1 year since our Maker, the Almighty God, saved my friend and brother, Sir Pridi, and my humble self from a ghastly accident on the Cape Coast Accra Road. For 2 hours at the Central Regional Hospital, which is in Tabeton, we were not attended to. There was no first aid, and young doctors was stethoscopes around the. Okay, there was no first aid, and young doctors with stethoscopes around their necks were seen moving up and down the emergency unit, not caring a hoot about us. We then decided to leave the regional hospital for a nearby one, DIS clinic, for first aid, and then to Nyaho Clinic in Accra for a thorough checkup and clearance. The sad and very interesting part of my story this morning was that after receiving the first aid, we stopped at Cape Coast Goyle to buy fuel on the way to Accra. The young doctors we met at the hospital with stethoscope around their necks were watching the English Premier League match between Chelsea and Arsenal. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I shed tears for Mother Ghana. I've informed the Minister of Health about it, and he has asked me to officially file a complaint so investigations can begin. My nephew died at this Death Regional Hospital, in Cape Coast a few years ago. The doctor attending to him was only on WhatsApp. Maybe he was consulting his colleague doctor on what to do for my nephew. Eventually, he passed. I'm very sure this is happening in many of our hospitals, and the sooner the Ministry of Health acts, the better for all of us. Kojo, unfortunately, we can't do Bank of Ghana because time is not our best friend. And Alaji Hadi says he'll call you. But Kojo, the Bank of Ghana matter is not going to die anytime soon. Next week, hopefully, when we come back, we can have more time. And this one, okay, so Charles says, please read an article 30 of the 1992 Constitution. We'll do that. Reverend Jules Lati says, Mo, the surety of bail in Ghana is unacceptable and unreasonable. Bail conditions must be affordable and simple. And Mancha Bruce is back. Mo, please tell Kojo that I'm missing. Instead of sending me fire, he should look for his rather small.
That's your people were doing the thing. You see, I don't want to talk too much about
there's a gentleman, Dauda. He said he met you at Akai Clinic some time back.
Yeah.
And you actually had a word with him. And at the time, you were going to see a doctor, and he was also going a different way, but you couldn't meet again. And that if you don't mind, he would like to have your number, so he gets in touch. With you.
Yeah, lawyer.
Anyway,
lawyer, Honorable Patrick Palmer.
Yes.
My brother.
Your brother. He sends his greetings to you.
Patrick Palmer.
You see,
very nice gentleman.
When they see me, as soon as they see me sitting here, then they start sending me because
firebrand.
They want to tone my cadence. So don't worry. You see,
anyway,
people like Okufu,
yes,
and Patrick Boama, and my brother who's just spent his birthday today.
Eugene.
Eugene.
Yes. They should be the face of the MPP. I'm giving you free advice. Those people who showed up here, like that character who showed up here on Monday, who came to threaten the government and tell us that I was the communication director for the Baumia campaign, and I'm warning the government. The communication director for the Baumia campaign should never even do politics again. A failed DCE comes to this platform and warns government.
Could you want
you see the kind of people who come. He's from my hometown. You see the kind of people who come from my hometown. Anyway, one fine day, people from my hometown will not be allowed to do politics again. Given the kinds of characters that we are producing. I don't want to mention their names.
So the Vice President's Press Secretary, Amma Pratt, is celebrating her birthday today as well. Amma Pratt, today is her birthday. Amma, happy birthday.
The lovely one.
Yes. Very, very sweet lady.
Wow.
And you see the beautiful ladies.
You see where you want to go.
What does this mean?
So as you not congratulate Amma.
Congratulate.
I know Amma. Amma is so close to me, not because of NDC.
I mean,
Makoto is back. Says, good morning, brother. I'm sad this morning. Honorable Dr. Kofu is vying for the chairmanship of the MPP in the Ashanti region, and his national chairman will be wound to me. If the latter wins the MPP chairmanship race, Kokofu should go unopposed in the Ashanti region. But for the national chairman race, he's not sure. McLean says, we proactively told Ghanaians that they trusted John Mahama at their own peril, but many never listened. He's the same person under whose administration the country experienced severe doom, so which led to the collapse and struggles of several businesses. In fact, some mining companies were left with no option but to lay off workers because the persistent power outages badly affected their operations and productivity. These are records that still exist, so some of us are not surprised to witness recurring power outages under his leadership. Again, experience in Pony, that's from MD.
Please tell that gentleman you should ask Kenufurata where S lies.
Okay.
Ask him. Because your power problems in this country are all because somebody collateralized ESLA till 2035.
Right.
So you should wait till 2035.
Okay. So, Juan Jan Kujo, Member of Parliament for Amefe Central. Today is also your birthday, and happy birthday to you. We don't have the age. We don't have the information about it. But
you see the beautiful women.
Happy.
Look, have you seen her before?
But you're going to Luxembourg sometime in the future.
I'm going.
Yes, you're going alone, or?
No. Wow, MP. Now we our party parliament. This is beautiful.
Patrick Bama, good morning to you, and thanks for knowing that.
Please tell the MPP boys in the parliament there that they shouldn't talk to her because they like worrying our girls too much.
All right. Yeah, I'm told she's married, so yes, I'm told she's married.
But do they even care? These lecturers, lascivious people.
Anyway, Dr. Henry Goku, thank you very much for joining us this morning. It's been wonderful having you join us. And also to you, Kojo Tumwafu, thank you so very much. And so, are you going to be participating in any May 9 event? Okay. All right.
I'm so traumatized by that event. I still have to be. I'll call the boy. Because I want to see his child, whether he's.
But before you go, there's something I'd like to ask you. Because of the how do you call it, the school homecoming that we do. My colleague is here, and I'm going to be interacting. I'm sure he has a few questions that he wants to ask. But before he does that, let me keep reminding you that, look, please discover MNC Group Global. They are your #1 partner in minerals and food commodities trading, real estate development, general logistics, procurement, management consultants, investment advisory, import and export. They have headquarters in East Legon here in Accra, Ghana. And they also have offices in Dubai, Hong Kong, Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia in the United States, Arizona in Italy, Hanover, Germany. And what they do is that they connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. So trust us to maximize your value in every deal. Please reach us on 0302 998 246 or 026 550537. MNC Group, totally reliant. So it's school homecoming time. The man is going to ask you. The man is going to ask you. That's why he's here.
I mean, good to know that you're here.
And
I want you to know that we also have fine girls. I just say,
The name is
okay.
Probably from Ekopon.
Very well, you just got it right. So, I mean, good to know that. All right, so let me check quickly with you.
Probably my relative.
Yes, very possible.
I just want to find out from you, what secondary school did you go to?
Please look at me carefully and guess. You are allowed to guess.
Could it be Presec?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I just want to give that to you.
Okay, you've just done the unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Do I look like a Presec boy?
No, you don't. And I know that you are not.
Do better. Go
I'm struggling a bit.
Go one level up.
One level up. Okay.
From Presec. Presec is level 2.
Okay.
Go one level
Augustine's.
Motown.
Okay. Achimota.
Look at me. What do I look like?
Oh, I get it now. Yes. I get it now.
We've produced 4 presidents.
Okay.
And counting.
Yes. And counting.
Yeah, oh, yes.
I was telling you earlier that we also have some fine girls at the School Homecoming show. You can stick around just to have a look at them.
Did they go to Achimota?
They went to Achimota. Some went to a lot of the good girls' schools that you know. And I'm going to quickly go to Honorable Kukufu to check with him his school, and I know that it might be one of the ones in Ekropon, Anna.
No, I went to Kumasi High School.
Kumasi High? Yeah. From Ekropon to Kumasi?
Kumasi High.
What happened?
Kumasi High.
Was it a transfer?
We had the original brand here.
Okay.
And
you know that their school is by the roadside.
Yeah, yes, it's by the roadside.
Which roadside?
But is the road, is it tarred?
No. Is
the road tarred? Because the last time I went
there, no. So you don't even know the place.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We are close to KUST. Yeah.
The road is tarred. Yeah, the road is tarred.
Yeah.
Apologies for that.
Yeah, and you see, we All the schools are now high schools.
Yes.
Yeah, the names were borrowed from us.
Hey.
President Kufuor came to us and pleaded with us, and we allowed.
And you agreed?
We agreed.
Even before even Achimota got theirs?
Yes.
Okay.
We are high school, the original high school.
The original high school.
And we are all branches. You see, we are forever branches. That's one thing with us.
Who's joining you today?
Well, today we're going to Dukrum in the eastern region. Nifa Secondary School is
Nifa
coming.
Secondary School.
They're coming home. They're right here with us this morning. And we're going to have a great conversation concerning some of the legacies that they have ongoing in their schools, and then also projects, fundraisers, and so on. So there's a lot of conversation that we'll be having this morning.
I have a lady friend there.
A lady friend?
Yeah, she used to write me letters.
You still have her name?
She used to write you letters?
Yes. Then she will add her pictures.
Wow.
Okay. And then the love sign.
And how did it end? How did it end with you?
No, she was just a friend.
She's just
the
a
love
friend.
sign was also.
I hope your wife is listening.
Amoru's wife.
Because you know, that's actually Annie's school, Annie Papa.
Please, madam, when he gets home, ask him the time that he was getting the letters. Because it could have been yesterday.
It could have been yesterday, you're right.
But he wasn't.
The brightness of the sun has been
the brightness of the sun.
Of something opportunity to pen down a few words. Because he went to a boys' school.
That's why he needed somebody to write to him from Eduku.
Okay.
As for Achimota School,
the
ladies were right there.
I get the vibe now. Moro. So this is what you've been doing behind the scenes.
Your
wife, I'm told, is
not what
watching
my
us.
brother is saying. This one, Charlie, that's friendship.
You see, you have the right not to respond. What do you say? I'm giving you free legal advice. Okay. You have the right not to respond.
So he's buying the beat. I'm laying the fish.
Charlie, we're going to Luxembourg alone.
He didn't go to a bush.
All right.
Ask him what school he went.
All right, so thank you all very much for joining us shortly for the School's Homecoming show. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to know our guest, and the School's Homecoming show will be live on Metro TV.
The ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options